If there's a helicopter in your near future, you know that your day will be hard to beat. We found ourselves outside of Denali National Park at Era Helicopters looking to board a Eurocopter AS350B2. A 732 horsepower engine can lift its gross weight capacity of 4,900 pounds, or about the same weight as our Tacoma. Toby, having lost the McCarthy toss, gets this flight. Rochelle will take the second, settled by a quick win in rock, paper, scissors. Era is a premier flight company that a long-lost friend of ours works for during the summer. Justin Lilly is shuttling the next flight's occupants to the flight deck and dealing with his favorite type of people.
My purse I can't take?
You cannot take your purse, sorry.
Oh, you're kidding me.
So we have storage bins that you can leave them in that are secure with us. Next couple of minutes, I'm going to need everybody's full and undivided attention as we go over our FAA seat.
The crew finalizes pre-flight, and the ship's pilot, Will, cleans the windshield for optimal camera ops.
Okay, yeah, that's not open.
We're ready. This is your push to talk button and your headset.
Cards in the seat backs. We do have 6 sacks all the way around, although I will say, and I'm not exactly bragging, I haven't had anybody puke in my 10 years of flying, so you'll be the first and I'll feel real bad and all that good stuff. So.
There is something about helicopters that are utterly fascinating. Their skin is nearly as thin as a soda can, but are extremely strong. The big brother to this ship is the B-3 and has been as high as Everest. You can't help but smile. "30 minutes and 70 miles into their flight, the Yanurt Glacier comes into view. Set down was by the book, and a new world awaits.
How's the ride?
It was so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you feel about that drop?
I loved it.
Sweet, this is so awesome.
Oh man,
Yeah.
it's a whole other world up here. It's amazing how you get something so dramatically different from not far away.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we came up 70 miles.
Cool.
Yeah, pretty good job, you know. Could make more money elsewhere, but I mean,
Yeah.
look at this, you know? Yeah, well, and you fly people that that are wanting to go, you know, not the guys that do it every day and are like, oh great, yeah, same stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
It makes it fun.
Yeah.
Fun until the weather turns, and you have to get back to base before the winds get too severe. Number 3 for landing, the combined rotor wash of the other ships and a kick up in wind was to make this landing a little more challenging than most.
Definitely bucket list item right there.
That's awesome.
That being the last flight of the day, we needed to find a place to camp. Seclusion, quiet, no one else around, you know, big views, and yeah, it just doesn't get much better than this.
The sounds of nature.
A slight element of sarcasm was our escape.
And then I was looking up over these mountains. It's like, wow, I'm glad I'm not up there.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, I could be up there. I'm so glad I'm here.
I'm so glad I'm right here.
To accent this, we turn the generator
Yeah.
exhaust towards us
Yeah.
to accentuate
We
the
needed
wilderness.
Just your sensory overload of the outdoors. Sounds, sights, smells.
The smells here are nice.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I just catch this behind the restaurant dumpster smell.
Yeah, like the rotten food that's been thrown out. It's
probably-
all the plates that are extra.
Probably all that deposit in the outhouse.
Right.
Just upwind where we are.
Great. Makes me feel alive.
Yeah.
Makes me feel alive. If you didn't know, the Chevy Astro all-wheel drive can go anywhere all the time. Goes into the GMC Safari, which is what a lot of people do in this kind of stuff, you know. So probably maybe a step above what? Step above.
Like a dog.
Whoa!
There's a mosquito. There's a mosquito right here. Look, I saved his life. You have a mosquito on your face.
Needless to say, none of us slept very well that night.
It's beautiful scenery tonight. Toby scared himself out of bed last night too. That was pretty awesome.
Doing what?
Well, there was a loud truck that came by on the highway and used his Jake brake, and Toby shot up out of bed, kind of freaked out, and then I laughed. It was awesome. It's a great experience.
It was time to get moving and meet up again with our friend Justin. He arrived in his Nissan Xterra, wrapped for tread lightly.
Good morning.
Oh, hey, fancy seeing you guys. What's up, buddy? How are you?
Good.
He brought his friend Scotty along for the experience, which started with a quick air down to 25 pounds before hitting the historic Denali Highway. The Denali Highway is a gem of a road. It was once the only way into Denali National Park. Thousands of visitors travel this road to see the wonders of Alaska. The Denali Highway is now a wonder within itself. Drivers are thrilled with over 100 miles of dirt and epically big scenery. Alaska's landscapes are enormous. It's often hard to comprehend what is before your eyes. Things that seem to be a few miles away are 20. Mountains that seem average are only dwarfed by the huge valleys in front of them. Along its length, the highway passes over 3 of the principal river drainages in interior Alaska. The Copper River Drainage, the Tanana Yukon Drainage, and the Susitna Drainage. The high peaks around here are over 12,000 feet and reach as high as 13,700 feet, claimed by Mount Hayes. It also contains the McLaren Summit, which boasts Alaska's second highest roadway at just over 4,000 feet. The weather chased us all day and sometimes crossed our path.
There's a sign, or a car sign up there that says ATV designated route, but I don't see it.
We arrived at our campsite road for the night, and it would hopefully take us up to another glacier. Justin goes to verify that the road is open for us at a local lodge.
Spectacular. I could drive this back and forth for a couple days. And if you could really haul, that would be fun too.
It
'Cause
would.
the road, it's got the right everything. Everything's right.
Being good to go and travel the road, we put an assault on the road to make up some time. But obstacles soon took all regained time back.
Just behind us here, and it goes kitty corner across right here, and then through there, up to there, across over there. Doable. I think it's doable.
Are you ready? Stand by one.
River crossings are all about understanding the force of the current and mitigating the riverbed. That's really the trick. Big boulders can lodge your vehicle in the river or force you to lose traction or momentum. Neither is a good thing. The vehicle that traveled ahead of you can also stir the road and move rocks with the current's assistance. Note the boulder that the trailer hits most likely kicked up from the cruiser. After the river, the road became much less traveled and conditions deteriorated. The cruiser's weight quickly became an issue on the soft road surface. We all went into full recovery mode.
As they come out, so once.
Remember the day you met me?
I do.
Alright, okay.
Oh, that's so hot.
Heavy wheel spin on Maxtrax is a no-no. Rubber spinning on plastic creates excessive heat and the plastic melts. Getting them into the proper position so that the wheel can purchase the spikes and pull the track under can be a chore in soupy mud, in particular when the vehicle is high-centered, preventing the remaining vehicle weight to be placed at the wheel for traction. A center locker might have been the trick here. Maybe.
Put this, maybe just your rear locker in, and just let it
assist. This is going to be real heavy for this truck, so any assistance from there would probably be welcome.
Roger. And in that case, we should probably get a max track under my rear driver's tire as soon as possible.
10-4, and then we'll also get everybody to clear the area as well to the safe zones.
Roger.
It's probably going to pull really hard. I'm going to override my dual batteries. So it's getting both draw. Okay. Just start. Neutral. Brakes on. Let my brakes do the gripping, not my transmission. So, and then we're going to go for tension. Okay, Jeff, you ready for tension?
Ready?
Okay, stop. Your driver's wheel is so buried. I think you might want to try and go backwards. I'm afraid we're going to break an axle right there.
Yeah, Clay, I think if we dig behind the rear driver's side, we can get max tracks under there and possibly get out. Yeah, go ahead and let off tension. I've been on brake this whole time, so we're still good, but you may as well let off now.
Okay, tension's relieved. This is a pickle. It's just so heavy. Whenever you're working with winching like this, especially vehicles like that, 100 series and a trailer, I mean, you're working with heavy equipment. So massive loads, lots of pressure. You just got to take it slow, because if you break something like this way out here, I mean, we're in the middle of nowhere right now. We got to take it slow, do it right. The phrase "I thought I could do it" doesn't fly here. The mentality is to take it with the most precaution to get out. Too much on the line right now. So, with all the weight of the fuel under here and the tongue weight, we can't really go backwards and we can't really go forward. So we're going to relieve that pressure by taking the trailer off. But that presents a new problem. How do you take a trailer off in this situation? We're going to probably use the high lift jack. We're going to set it under the neck, or under the tongue, and lift it up and relieve the tension. And hopefully be able to either roll the trailer back out of the hitch or pull one pin and set it aside. And then probably roll it back down over into this creek here, lock up the brakes, and then try and back out the Land Cruiser up the hill, go backwards. Then we'll flip around, we'll come back, nose the trailer around, and hopefully get out. Yeah. We'll lose a crop. Justin had scouted the trail ahead and determined that this should be our turnaround point, pending a swampy area just up the way.
Finally, we're out.
You made it.
We made it. Some rocks and mud in the vehicle, but as far as we know right now, everything's in working order. It's a bit of an ordeal. A little teamwork to get out of it, and here we are.
Afterthoughts?
Food. I hate mud.
Food, yes. Food is on my mind.
Found it.
Camp was welcomed and setup was easy. Scotty seemed to be taking it all in.
We got a bigger crowd tonight. We got 2 more with us, and so this will be pretty quick.
These two idiots.
It was the group favorite fajitas, and the view was a little better than the previous night's spot. It was to be a contender for the best camp spot ever.
The Denali Highway, so one of the original routes into Denali National Park and one of personally my favorite drives in the entire country. A beautiful section of dirt road going from Cantwell to Paxton, Alaska, about 110 miles of dirt, which is fantastic. So it's absolutely gorgeous country out here. Huge valleys, massive river with crossing the Susitna and being able to parallel the Nenana River. And now we're sitting up here on in the McLaren, just off the McLaren River, which you can see the McLaren Glacier and part of the river behind me. It epitomizes why I've come up here in the mountains. The glacier is just kind of everything about this area is very wild, very still uncommercialized, and being able to wander out and be a mile off of a major highway and not see a soul for a long time. So which I guess kind of say it was a great experience to be able to get out and show all of you and be able to see exactly what it's like to be out here and what opportunities there are to explore and kind of feel a little bit more dependent on yourself and your co-travelers instead of being an hour away from a tow truck.
I think the part I enjoyed the most about today was the way everyone worked together as a team, and how no one ever got mad at each other or never felt heated, and I think that's really essential for this type of excursion like this. So props to you guys. You guys are doing awesome, and you're already 2 weeks in, so third of the way there, I believe. And then, I mean, just this area here, it's unbelievable. We had to cross a river to get here, which I've never done that in a vehicle before, so that was awesome.
Everything that we've done up until now has just been weekend trips, and now we're doing a 6-week expedition, and as much as we've done before, this is a whole new thing.
Honestly, our camp spots just keep getting better, and I didn't think that was possible, but as soon as we get home, we're just gonna want to leave again. And usually if I go camping, like for a day or a weekend, I'm ready to get home and be home in my bed, but it's turning into the opposite for me this time.
So you're going that way? We're going this way. We'll see you on the next one.
Yeah.
Somewhere down the line.
So if you're coming in to the Denali Highway from the west or from the east headed west, you're gonna come to this junction right at Paxton. And it's not much to look at. This place is creepy, straight out of The Shining. And oh yeah, that's what it does to the crew and everything.
It's out of order.
Please read Gallon's number. Take this number to the cashier inside. That's reliable.
I had 2 gallons today.